What's up, beautiful besties? Welcome into Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alicia. Thank you all so very much for being here. Just cleansing the space. I hope you all had a really great Halloween or Samhain, whatever you celebrate. It's always such a wonderful, fun time. I love it. It's my favorite time of year. Anyways, I hope you all had a good time. Now, I gotta tell you that I'm sitting here, and it actually started happening last night, to be honest, but I've been picking up on someone's energy, okay? Now, I just didn't feel like getting out of bed at 3 in the morning when I woke up. I was like, I'm going to save this. I actually wrote it down in a little journal and put it beside my bed, what I was picking up on. I'm picking up on someone here, okay? We're going to get right into it. Someone here who I feel like finally opened their mouth and told the truth about you, okay? Now, I got to tell you, this is somebody who did not ever tell the truth about you and what happened between you, what went down. I feel like there was someone who was always trying to really save face when it came to their connection with you. Now, whether they kept their connection with you a secret or not, is not really the point here, okay? That's not really the point of what I mean. Let's say you are with someone, and the two of you, obviously, maybe you broke up or something, and they never really told the truth about how things went down, you know? That's what I'm talking about. If you were in some kind of secret relationship with someone and they never really told the truth about the nature of your connection, this would make sense for you as well, okay? So just letting you know. Now, this person has finally opened up their mouth and they finally told the truth about you. And again, it wasn't the version where they were pretending like they didn't care. I'm talking about the real story, okay? I feel like the story involved you sticking around way longer than you should have. Okay. And I mean, no shade at you. No, I'm not sending shade your way. Okay. This is not about that. I just feel like you would have, you know that. Okay. Maybe you did stick around a little bit longer than you should have. But you definitely showed up. Okay. For this person. You always showed up for this person. I feel like you were 100% legit, open. You loved them with a big open heart. I feel like you saw the best in them. I feel like you were always giving them a lot of positive energy. This is what I'm picking up on. Like you were, I don't know if I want to call you like their number one cheerleader or number one fan or something, but you were always in their corner when anything went down in their life. You know, you were always kind of filling their tank with gas and pumping them up. All right. Anyways, okay. I feel like what happened is this person, I gotta tell you that I'm picking up on this person is normally a people pleaser. Okay. And this is why I'm picking up that, you know, they're a people pleaser is because they never really ever told the truth to anyone about the nature of your connection or what went down or the way you really were in the connection. I feel like this person, I feel like you're different, okay? You are different from anyone that they know, all right? And we've been picking up a lot on, a lot about this as a theme recently in our collective is that you know, not only do you hit different, your love hits different, you showed up differently, you're unique. You were one of these people who people, when they meet you, they can't forget you, okay? You're unforgettable. Like your energy hits different. And it's because you don't play. You don't play. Now, it's not that you just don't play. It's that you don't play pretend with people. Again, you show up very authentically. Like if something is weird, you call it out. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't. A lot of people will just like, even if they clock something's off, if someone's energy is off, they just play this role like they don't notice. They ignore it. They're too scared to rock the boat or point something out. People are they walk around, a lot of people walk around very unconscious, right? And you don't. You see things, you clock things, you say things. You're very much present. That's the way to put it. And I know I haven't even pulled tarot yet. This is all channeled. You're very much present, okay? And in your presence, a lot of people can be quite uncomfortable. And that is because they feel exposed by your energy alone, okay? You don't even have to do anything. You don't have to say anything. You just walk into a room and boom, people feel like they're standing there naked, like having the worst dream of their life. You know, those, you know, standing there naked in front of their class kind of things. Like, you know, very exposed, the feeling that but you don't do this on purpose. You're not out here like being a bitch or calling people out or whatever. Like you just are existing, okay? Existing is a very present, very spiritual, very powerful being, okay? Presence, right? Now, Okay. I feel like this person has always had eyes for you, 100% had eyes for you since the day the two of you met. They have, I'm going to just say it out loud, like they've loved the shit out of you, okay, since the moment they met you, okay? Now, I feel like there were people in this person's life going back full circle. I know I'm taking a little journey here, friends. Stick with me, okay? There are people pleaser because there are people in this person's life who felt vulnerable, who felt almost attacked by your very presence, because they could tell that you could see through them and their little games or their little, things they try to hide from other people. Like you see right through it, right? So. Because they felt so exposed, they obviously looked at you like you were the enemy, or they had said some nasty things about you, or they didn't like you. And they told your person that maybe you weren't welcome, or you couldn't come to the party, you couldn't come to the barbecue, or you weren't allowed to come over, or whatever the case. They talked your people-pleasing person out of basically being with you in a very public way, or maybe even breaking up with you. Like, you know what I mean? Like this person shot themselves in the foot. They fumbled the blessing that is you in their life. Now listen, this all happened. Okay. This is something that's already in the past for you. But I'm picking it up because this person confessed all of this. Okay. They finally told the truth. They finally fessed up to somebody that they really respect. Okay. Whether it's an elder or a mentor or someone they're very close to, could be a family member, could be a bestie. They finally opened up and told the truth about their feelings for you, about what happened, about the way things went down, and how they feel, right? How they feel. Now, this person that they respect so much, I got to tell you something. This is what I'm picking up. This person they respect so much told them they were fucking stupid, okay? And I'm dropping F-bombs. I'm doing a little bit of swearing because I'm just so... I try not to on the YouTubes here, but it is what it is. They feel dumb, okay? They feel so dumb because this person that they respect said, why on earth would you let someone like that go? If you felt that connection, if they were there for you, if you felt so pulled, you basically just fumbled a blessing. Like what? Why would you do that? In order to please who? Who are these other people to you? Why do you care so much about what they think? Like they basically brought this person to school. Like they dragged them. They dragged your person, okay? And I feel like what's happening now and why I'm picking up on this energy so strongly, and I know we've had to take a little journey to get here so that you understand the energy that I'm in here picking up on very strongly, is that this person is desperate to talk to you now, okay? Now, here's the thing. They pushed you away. They did this. They did you dirty by doing this, okay? And maybe they always pretended like they didn't care, or they told people they didn't care, or, they basically threw you under the bus. Like, let's be so for real. They had actual feelings for you. You were there for them, having actual feelings for them, and they threw you under the bus, okay? And push you away. Now, here's the thing. They want to reach out. They've been recently told how freaking stupid they are for treating you that way. And they can't escape that person's words. Whatever this person said to them is ringing, like, it's on repeat nonstop in their mind. Okay, they're up at 3 a.m. They woke me up at 3 a.m. because they're not getting any sleep. This is repeating on them. All I kept hearing, and it is coming through now again, is reminding me, because I don't remember every detail or write down every detail, was, I just kept hearing, big mistake, huge mistake. And it kind of reminded me of like that moment in Pretty Woman. It's like, that's what it reminded me of. That's how it was coming through. But it was like a full statement. You know what I mean? I made a big mistake. Now, of course, they want to reach out to you. Of course they do. They want to try to fix this. I need details, so I'm going to get into some questions. I promise you I am going to pull some tarot on this. And like I said, sometimes, I mean, if you know, if you know, sometimes you don't even need cards, right? If you're an experienced reader, you can just tell what's in the collective, right? And the cards are just here for pretty pictures half the time. And to keep y'all entertained while you're staring at hands here. But yeah, I guess I should have got on camera for this. Anyways, okay. You haven't, it's been a long time. Let me just say that it has been so long since you've even talked to this person, since you've reached out to this person. It's been so long that it's got them worried, because usually maybe you guys do touch base, or they'll reach out to you, you reach out to them, something might happen, you might run into each other, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you, it has been a long time since you have spoken to this individual, and it has got this person up at 3 a.m. worried, all in a tizzy. They got their best friends or their mentor, their elder, or whoever, with a voice in their head telling them how stupid they are, on repeat. And now, all they want to do is come towards you and issue an official apology, or a public apology. I don't know why, but I just saw, how you could take a official paperwork down to a notary and then you get it stamped and signed. That's what I saw. They want to issue you they want to file the formal apology. I don't know if this person does a lot of paperwork, or if they're work in the justice system, or if they're a lawyer, they work in an office where there's a lot of stamping, or at a bank or something. I don't know. I just see a lot of paperwork, bureaucracy, red tape. Anyways, they want to offer an official apology. Okay, stamped, notarized, timed, date, sealed, registered mail, whatever. Okay. And so now I have some questions. Okay. And I promise this is where I get into the tarot. I need to ask, my biggest question right now that I want to ask is, first of all, what exactly did they confess about the connection, and why are they doing it now? And what exactly did they confess, and why are they doing it now? Call on Spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, Spirit. We have the Tower. What exactly did they confess about the connection? Wow, a lot came out. Are you kidding? Okay, I'm just going to take it. All right. We have the 6 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, the 2 of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Hangman. This is a lot. Okay, the Hangman, 9 of Wands, 7 of Cups. I'm just going to go ahead and take what's at the bottom of the deck here, the 2 of Swords and Temperance. Here's the apology with the Knight of Cups. I'm going to tune into this because I've got a lot that I want to pull from this. Hang on, y'all. I need some tea. Okay, so this is what they basically confessed, all right? With the Tower starting off here, I got to say, oh, man, this is the energy that they're sitting in right now. Their whole freaking world is falling apart, right? Everything that they believed they were doing was right. Obviously now the rug got pulled from underneath them after this confession. And we are going to get there because I want to know what the person said. I want to know what the other person said, but let's start with what they said. Basically, when they finally confessed, and they actually said this out loud to this person that they respect, it's they said you were different, right? Basically from the moment they met you, something about your energy just hit them deep. It hit them different. You made them feel seen, right? And not just noticed, but known. I feel you saw right down to the pit of their soul, and there was this deep connection, between your eye. I know that's where we connect with someone's eyes, but it feels different when the two of you were looking into each other's eyes. It's you could almost see their thoughts. You could see their intentions. You could see their heart and soul. The eyes are the windows to the soul, but it's you could see one another. Anyways, I don't want to get lost in the sauce on that one, but it feels I gotta say, with the 6 of Cups, you already met them before, okay? And this is what they told this elder or this person that they respect, right? They had a hard time explaining it at the time because, and I'm having a hard time explaining things that whatever. But I have to say, the connection that they felt to you felt instant. So they did get that point across. It was real. It was something that was always meant to be, meant to happen. I feel I was guided to this place where we met and things were different. I feel like they even started talking about signs and synchronicities, and like we would just run into each other and like it wasn't planned. And, like they felt like there was this element of magic around the connection that it was very unexplainable or unexplained. They couldn't, oh my gosh, I'm tripping over my words. Okay, let me take a breath. Basically, they admitted that they felt this kind of love with you. Like they never thought they'd get to feel in this lifetime. They never thought they could feel this way before, right? And then when you looked at them, like it wasn't just like attraction that they felt. Again, it was this understanding and then this feeling of safety. And I feel like, that Two of Cups kind of love, right? The kind people spend friggin' years looking for, and they wanted it. They wanted it bad, okay? They wanted it really bad. With the Ace of Pentacles, it's like I could have seen myself with this person for the rest of my life, But then, that's where it kind of takes a turn, right? They pretty much told this person, the one that dragged them, and again, we're going to get to the dragging. I want to know what they were told in a second here, so please stick with me. That basically they let other people get in their head, right? And as soon as other people started throwing shade and judging you and picking you apart and making comments like, why are you messing with them? And like, they're weird, or like, they're too loud, they're too spiritual, they're too different, they're too intense, they're too whatever, right? This person panicked, okay? They felt like they had to defend, like this energy here, the Seven of Wands, Nine of Wands, like they really felt backed into a corner. They had to defend like how they felt about you. And instead of standing up for the connection like they should have done, and they're feeling that now, they basically shut down. Okay, they shut down. They got overwhelmed, and this is what they're telling the person, right? This is the confession. They got overwhelmed, paralyzed, basically, like just froze. They didn't want to deal with any of the backlash, okay? And so they basically convinced themselves to wait, right? And they did nothing, right? And they let all this time pass, okay? They've let all this time pass. And I feel like they truly thought that the feelings for you would fade, right? Or maybe you'd come back on your own, or maybe it was just really not a good time. They convinced themselves to basically just let this go, okay, and ignore their own feelings and desires, which is, again, dumb. But anyway, they thought the feelings were going to fade. I'll tell you that much, but they didn't, okay? And you didn't. You didn't fade. No. They did feel like you would come back around at some point, maybe, and like things would be more calm, or they felt like maybe you would fight for the connection a little harder. I don't know why they would want you to do that, but they felt like, you were going to do that. Okay. But I don't feel like you did. I feel like you stayed away, or maybe you did at first. And again, because there's something about this time being different, I'm hearing this time is different. So I feel like there's been a longer period of time, like since you've spoken to this person, and they're kind of freaking out about it, right? They're freaking out. They're worried. All right. Anyway, you stayed away, and it's been longer than expected, and maybe even longer than anyone expected. Okay. I gotta just say, now they are sitting in that tower moment. They've realized just how badly they screwed this up, right? They told this mentor or this elder or whoever it was, their bestie, someone they respect, that they're basically haunted by the fact that they let you slip away just to keep other people comfortable. Okay, so now all they basically want is a chance, right? But they also admitted, and this is the part that they really struggled to say, I have to say this, that they don't even know that they deserve a chance, right? And I feel like they admitted it. So they finally got all of this off their chest, which is huge. This is really big because I feel like this person really kept all of this to themselves. Again, they were I don't know why they were so scared of other people and their opinions. Like I said, this person was a people pleaser. I do feel like this whole situation, though, and this is, again, heavily channeled coming through, I feel like this whole situation has helped them to awaken to their own undesirable behavior of like how it doesn't do them any good to, you can't make everybody happy. Okay. You can't live your life being a people pleaser. You're just letting yourself down. Okay. You're denying yourself. You're abandoning yourself, and it's not good. Okay. So I do feel like this person has, they're going through an awakening over this, or they have recently gone through it, let me just tune in. Okay. I want to tune in now, and I want to shuffle to ask, what did this person tell them? Because I'm picking up that they were dragged. Okay. They were dragged. This elder, this person, this mentor, this respected confidant, drag this individual. Okay, this is what I'm picking up. We got the Eight of Pentacles. What did they say? What did this elder say to them? King of Wands. What did this elder say to them? The Hermit. Oh, I feel like these two want to come out. Three of Cups, Ten of Cups. I'm going to get more. I'm going to get a whole other bro for this because I feel like it was a lot. Again, this person's words are literally ringing in your person's head. I hope you're not getting confused about that. All these person. I just don't want to. I don't want to confuse anyone. What do we got? Okay. Wow. The High Priestess. I feel, and the High Priestess and the Ten of Pentacles underneath the deck. Wow. All right. Okay. Wow. All right. So sit with this for a minute. I gotta tell you, this elder was not playing. Okay. And I gotta tell you, if it's an elder, or if it's a wise one, or if it's someone, again, I've said this many times, mentor, friend, whoever it was, they are like a guide for this person. Okay. And they are a real one, I gotta say. And now, okay, let's look. They didn't hold back. I'll tell you that much. They did not hold back. And I gotta say that this wasn't some like gentle advice session. This was definitely one of these moments where somebody grabs you by the collar, looks you in the face and says, "Are you out of your damn mind?" Like, this is what I'm picking up on. So basically, what they said back to this person is pretty plain, pretty simple. It was something along the lines of, you better go back to the drawing board, okay? Because what you had, what you gave up, that wasn't just love. This was literally a divine gift, okay? So Spirit handed you something rare, right? Spirit handed you something rare, and you basically threw it out because of what? What your friends might think? Like, your cousin's opinion? People who don't even show up for you when you're low? Like, where are those people? Here's the thing, is like, they told this person that you were always there for them. You were always in their corner. You're always filling their tank with gas. You're always positive and optimistic and like whatever. You just were there for them, right? You're always there for them. And like, they basically threw you away for all these people who don't give two shits about them. Like, maybe they do. Again, this is giving that like they're surrounded by fake people. I told you we've been reading on this individual or this collective lately who's finally wising up to who's important and who's not. Like, these fake people, or like, like why do you care so much? Anyways, let's get back to what this person was told, okay? These people, again, they don't show up for you. Why do you even care? I feel like they said, you let the realest thing that ever happened to you slip away, and like, you did it with your eyes wide open. Like, I'm getting choked up. Like, you chose comfort, okay, over a divine connection. Like, I can't believe you chose to be quiet. Like, how did you stay quiet, over your own truth? Like, this is stupid. And now you're basically left like with a pile of freaking broken potential and a bunch of regret. Like, I feel like this person, why I keep wanting to call them an elder is because I feel like, your person looks up to them, okay, for sure, and has a lot of respect for them. But I feel like they just got like whacked upside the head. Like, I feel like they got popped, like not like a punch in the nose, but like, a smack in the head. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, you know what I mean? Like that, like they got a little slap, and I feel like it hit him hard, not just the slap, but emotionally, spiritually. Like, these words coming from this person, it hit this person so hard, right? I feel like they said, like, you don't have to live with these people forever, right? But you have to live with yourself, right? So, like, as far as these people, like, you don't have to live with, who cares about these people and their opinions? You don't have to live with them. You got to live with yourself. Okay, that's what I hear them saying. Um, and I feel like they were basically saying to them, like, if you don't at least try to make this right, the shame that you're going to feel and that's going to follow you for the rest of your life, because you're never going to meet another one like them. You're just not. It's not. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Okay. So basically they sat there and told him to go do the inner work. Like, go be a hermit. Stop pretending that you didn't mess up. Right? Go fix it. Go fix it. Go fix it. Right? And I feel like, it was something along the lines of, like, get off your ass. You need to get off your ass right now and apologize. Put your ego down. You got to mean it. Put your pride down. Go find out if there's still time, because if they've moved on, if someone else sees their worth now, that's going to be on you. Okay? This is what this person said. And I feel like Spirit is definitely backing them up. Okay? Spirit definitely backing up this elder. Okay? Because, this was a 10 of cups. We have a 10 of cups. We have a 10 of pentacles here. The high priestess. This was the dream. This was the one for them. Like, this was their divine, like, I keep saying this, but it's you. You were the gift. You were the person that they dreamt of, and you were delivered right to their freaking doorstep. And for what? For why? You know what I mean? For other people's opinions? These people don't matter. And so this elder basically put them in their place. Probably slapped them upside the head too at the same time. Anyways, look, okay. This was the situation that I was picking up on, okay? And here, these are the details. But I'm already running into, like, almost getting into a half hour here. So, listen, I know they're being told to move, okay? And not crawl towards some kind of redemption here. Again, they are very much guided to be talking to you, to be reaching out to you right now, to fix this, to figure it out, right? So, whether they do or they don't, this is where we are, okay? I feel like they're going to make some kind of move, but if you want more details, we're going to hop over to an extended and we're going to get those details there, because, I really appreciate the energy exchange and support for the work that I do. I got to take a break. I got to reset. I'm all worked up. Let's take a little break here. I want to know, like, basically, I want to know what this person's planning to do next. Are they actually going to follow through? I want to know what they're going to say. What's the motivation? Like, I want to know what their intentions are going to be. I want to know, what it's going to look like if you do choose to let them in for another shot. This person feels like they screwed it all up and they know it. Okay. So we'll see if anything's changed on their end, if you should give them another chance, if they can be trusted, maybe the Spirit's got something better lined up for you. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into this energy, but just know that if you are thinking about them, if they're popping up on your mind, if you run into them, this is something that is going on. It's super strong in the collective. They are thinking about you 24/7 and how they're going to get you to hear them out, or even if you will. Okay, this is what's on their mind. This is what's going on, and this is why. Okay, so we have that answered at the very least for y'all here for free on YouTube. Okay, this is the why. Anyways, I'm sending you lots of love. I'm going to pop a little preview for the extended for those of you who are interested. Like I said, thank you so much for your energy exchange. It means the world to me that, y'all support the work that I do in this way. If you can. If not, like, I still love you. I love you more than ever. If you would love to participate in energy exchange, you can do so by liking the reading or hyping it if you feel like, it's worthy. You can leave a comment. You can subscribe, join our tribe. We would love to have you. We literally have a tribe full of amazing humans from all over the world, and I friggin' love all of y'all. I tried to respond to most comments. If not, I can heart them. Y'all mean the world to me. Anyway, I love you. I'm going to pop over to the extended. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care. Okay, besties, welcome into the extended. Thank you so very much for your energy exchange. Like I say, and I always say, it does mean the world to me. For, just having your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It allows me to do the work that I am here to do and actually still live my life and pay my bills. Okay, so here we go. We have attraction, dreams, and what's this? Illusion. Okay, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have moments. Something else came out. Universe. All right. I forgot to tell you that I was just going to go ahead and look at the energy that they're going to be in, that they are in, when they come back, when they return, when they go ahead and make their move. Oh, man. Every time I say make my move, and if you know, if you're a Potter fan, all I can ever hear is, if I make my move, or when I make my move. Anyways, that's random. Okay. All right. So, we also have past lives. I can't ignore it. Okay. We reunite with our loved ones over and over again through many different lives. Okay. I will actually ask the questions I said I was going to ask, but I wanted to start with what energy they're going to be in. Here we have attraction. Divine soul counterpart. Attraction transcends superficiality. Absolutely. That's what I mean. It transcends superficiality. So the superficiality that it transcends is all those people and their opinions that don't really freaking matter. That's superficial. That is superficial. This connection, this attraction, it goes beyond that. Okay. So they are in that energy of realizing this is more than just something small. Okay. As far as like a connection goes. Then we have dreams. Share your dreams together and encourage each other to make them a reality. That's something that was very important. I feel like the two of you did have those deep talks about what you want out of life and what's important to you. And again, you were always there in their corner. That's something that's important to them. Like, you were always telling them that, yeah, you can do it. It'll be awesome. And whatever, right? You were very optimistic when it came to this person. And that, like, you're the person of their dreams and they have attracted you into their world. Okay. Now the illusion, right? This illusion, I feel like this is where they were, right? This is where they were in this illusion that, they were stuck, thinking that other people's opinions mattered when they didn't, but they also has. Avoid the trap of mistaking a fantasy for a true soul connection. I feel like there were people in their lives that told them, like, what do you mean? Like, I mean, I just feel like this is what other people were trying to tell them, like, to stay away. This person's too intense, this person's crazy, this person's this person's that. It's not a soulmate. They're not your soulmate. They're a weirdo, like, whatever. Okay. This person is in the energy of realizing that no, I mean, this is something real. This is not an illusion, right? They are remembering all these special moments that brought the two of you so much joy together. The universe, they feel as if the universe has guided you towards them and vice versa. Like, they're finally in this place where they want the universe to pick off where it left up. That does not make sense. They want the universe to pick up where it left off, where they left off before, they decided to listen to these other people. Okay. So they are in this, past lives. I'm going to pop it right over illusion because they're finally realizing that they're not crazy. They're not taking crazy pills. This is a divinely guided connection. And they finally got that confirmation. I feel like it finally hit them when this mentor, elder, wise person, respected, friend told them what was what. That was the confirmation that they needed. It's almost like it snapped them out of their own illusion of feeling like they were crazy for thinking that this was something more than what it was, or whatever, right? Like, I mean, whatever. I don't want to repeat what we already talked about, but this is the energy that they're going to come towards you in, okay? This is the energy they're coming towards you in. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the After Tarot to go down the timeline a little bit. I want to know what they're planning to do next, okay? What are they planning to do next, and what, are they going to follow through? What are they planning to do next, okay? What are they planning to do next here? Let's go, Spirit. Please let me know. Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised to see that jumping out. 3 of Swords, but this one is out. Like, the swords are out. There's a bandage here. This is the healing, right? Okay, Spirit, what are they trying to do next? What are they going to do next? 6 of Wands. 8 of Cups. What do we got? The Chariot. A lot of movement. A lot of forward movement here. A lot of movement. 8 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. All right, let's get into it.